You coming, sir?
Please come, Dhruv. Sit down.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Please sit down.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. So, what is your full name? Where are you coming from?
So my full name is Dhruv Dev Singh and I'm coming from Kathua, Jammu Kashmir.
Okay. Speak loudly, okay? Much more loudly.
Yes, sir.
So, you're coming from Kathua in Jammu and Kashmir, okay? Tell me something about your home state, Jammu and Kashmir.
So Jammu, it is a city of temple. There is a Raghunath Mandir which is made for the Ram and it is a very beautiful architect. Then there is a Vaishno Mata Mandir near the Trikuta Hills. It is a very appetizing view. Then there is a Riasi, which is an architecture marvel, name of bridge which is higher than the Eiffel Tower 24 meters away. And then there is, talking about my district, Kathua, there is a Basoli where it has a Ranjit Sagar Dam, locally known as Thari Dam among the locals. And also there is a one of the again marvelous engineering Atal Setu Bridge 592 meters long.
Okay, very nice. What is the latest news coming from Jammu and Kashmir? Tell me.
So in the recent days, there is a news established that there is one drone has been captured in my nearest village, Kanpur. And it is said that they were coming from the surveillance of the other side.
Okay, that's very nice. What is the capital of Jammu and Kashmir?
So Srinagar.
Srinagar. So there's some news going on between rail link between Jammu to Srinagar and cutting the time. What is this news which is coming?
So that there's a news that there is a tunnel making for the combining of Jammu Kashmir to Srinagar, and it will reduce more at about 5 hours, so that we can reach easily to the Jammu and Kashmir.
Okay, time. It will reduce the time by 5 hours. Very nice.
Yes, sir.
Which entry are you going for?
So I'm going for NDA entry.
Why are you interested in joining NDA?
So as I'm from the army background, so in my background there is no one officer, and from the childhood time, my maternal grandfather used to call me captain. So on that time, I was curious to be like captain. But when I went to the Sainik school, I'm much more familiar with the army background, where I know about the rank structures, the discipline, the bravery they have gone. So that on that time, I was fascinated about the NDA to join NDA.
Okay, so tell me, what are the characteristics you possess which makes you suitable for NDA?
So talking about my experience in science school, the day I entered the science school, I met with my one teacher who told me, your SSB training has been started now. Now you have to inculcate the characteristics like leadership quality, your managing skills. And the science school all provide me. They provide me the circumstances to live in the school. They provide me the leadership quality so that I can lead a team. Like I was the team leader of basketball team. I lead a debate competition. And also I was the champion of badminton team where I lead my team in which 2-2 matches.
That's very nice. So this is the first time you're appearing for NDA written exam, or you have appeared earlier?
So I have appeared for NDA written exam past 2 times, but I didn't make it. But this time I made it.
What are the new things which you did this time that you passed the written exam?
So when the first time previously I was giving, I put my all efforts but didn't practice a mock test.
Okay.
And that thing that I made a mistake because on that I conceptualized all the theories, practicals, but I didn't focus on the mock test, which don't provide me a suitable environment so that I can perform well. And second time I do the little bit over attempt, so I think that it's my mistake. But this time I practiced the mock test. I managed to do the things accurately, precisely, so that I can make it.
You could make it. Okay, fine. So this time, what was your marks, overall marks in NDA written exam? Tell me the overall section-wise marks, and which is the section which you improved this time over past time?
So in the maths, I have done 55 questions, in which 54 questions was corrected. In English section, I got do 45 questions, in which 40 questions are corrected. And talking about the GAT section, I have done 80 questions, in which 60 questions were corrected. And I got total marks about 380.
380, okay. Do you think that 380 marks is sufficient for you to come in the merit?
Sir, I think because the merit list was of 324 and I will perform well in this SSB so that I can make it.
Okay. Why did you choose to come to LWS Academy? Of all other academy which is there, what motivated you to come all the way from Sainik School, Nagrota to LWS Academy?
So like I was very much familiar about my seniors. I have a very good interaction with my seniors. So one of my senior named Mohit Yadav also came to the LWS Academy. He has visited many of academy, like different academy apart from LWS. But he told me that the life environment which they provide for the practice session is suitable for your training. So that's why I chose LWS Academy.
Okay, so you have spent some time in LWS, no? Now, how
Yes,
much
sir.
days have you spent
So
here?
it's about 10 days.
10 days. In these 10 days, tell me, what have you learned about yourself, which is now making you a little bit different from what you were when you came the first day?
So the first day I came, I was little anxious and little nervous that how will I meet with the socialize with the people, because although I am very socialized to the society, but there was a little bit nervousness.
So you were a little bit hesitant. So how
Yes.
did you improve over this particular thing?
So I talked with his friends and I learned from the things that all people are normal. They are not having so specialized. And also I was as I was a lecturer of my school, but on that time when I entered that, so they was providing me a time limit. Yet you have to complete in 3 minutes. So I managed to do the topics in my 3 minutes, which also increased my orientary skills.
Very nice. That's very nice. So you're learning all the classes, theory classes which are being taught in LWS.
Yes, sir.
There's no problem in learning these things?
No, sir.
Okay. You're getting sufficient time to prepare also?
Sir, I am getting but little bit of much more coordinator interruption.
Okay.
But I am getting sufficient time.
You're getting sufficient time. Okay, very nice. Tell me names of your roommates who are here in LWS. Tell me the chest number, names, and where are they coming from?
Okay, sir. We're talking about Nishan, my bedmate. His chest number is 45, coming from Aligarh. Upper side name is Aditya. His chest number is 28. He's coming from UP.
Okay.
And then when there is one more named Rana, he's coming from Delhi in southern South Delhi. And talking about there's one SU entry. There's 4 SU entry, in which one is Manas Bhaiya, who is serving in army as a jack rifle. Then there is Nishank Bhaiya, who is serving in a army infantry.
So what all these people think about you?
So as I talked with them, so a few of them came to me and talked to me that how you are good in speaking, how you can speak like that. So I told them that I am very socialized people. When I enter the room, when I used to practice a lecturate, so firstly I think that I have to feel it, not to give a lecturate. And second thing, they asked me that how you do the practice of these things, because you photograph the lecturate very precisely. So I advise him that don't memorize the paras, don't notification of the paras, just note down the points and always start from the past.
So you're able to help all of them.
Yes, sir.
Very nice. Great. So you're from Saini School, Nagrota, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Tell me something about Saini School, Nagrota. Tell me how big is the school, what are the facilities available there, game facilities, who is the principal, vice principal and headmaster, and what are the things which you like about that school?
Okay, sir. So Science School Nagrota is embedded in the foot of Trikuta Hills near the Tavi River, situated in Nagrota. It was inaugurated in 1970, 21 August by Commander Anand Seth. And it was the foundation of the first science school where all these civilian people will get the environment of army and will much more familiar about the NDA. So the facility I got in Science School Nagrota, the environment, the seniority, like in Science School Nagrota, there is a system where if I am a 1 class senior, those junior have to respect me. And one thing we used to cover up is that if I am doing something, so I have right to ask the junior that you have to do it. If I am doing it wrong, so I will not ask him.
So there is a lot of hierarchy of seniority
Yes.
versus juniority.
So
Okay.
it's not like hierarchy, it's like an army discipline. Because in army, we have to listen our commanders, what they are doing, what they are saying. So it provides my environment about this Chinese.
Okay.
I like the environment.
And who's your principal and vice principal?
So A.K. Desai is now, Captain A.K. Desai is now the principal of the school, and Vice Principal Lieutenant Colonel Amit Seth. And Major Angad Singh Bal is our Adam officer.
Okay, very nice. Okay, Dhruv, so I've gone through your PIQ form, quite nicely filled. Okay,
Yes, sir.
very nice. Okay. So let us start with your education, starting from class 8 onwards till now. So tell me, you already told me about your school, year of passing, percentages, ranking of all the classes in that order. After class 10 in 11th, what all subjects you took and why? After class 12, what all exams you gave? What was your ranking and marks? And now what are your plans for graduation? Okay. Also tell me what all games you played in your school, extracurricular activities you have taken part, and your achievements in them. Tell me also about your teachers, those who had an impact on you, those who did not impress you very much. And also tell me about your friend circle and how do you spend time with them. And any other problems you faced in your education. Okay, understood?
Yes, sir.
Start.
But talking about education, I have pursued my study from the science school in the Crota.
Speak loudly.
In
Speak
8th
loudly.
class, I got 86%, which ranks my 10th position in the class. In 9th class, I got 83%, which ranks my 5th position in the class. And in 10th class, I got 79%, which ranks my 12th position in the class. As I am from the science school in Grota, we have a 4 fixed subject: physics, chemistry, math, English. And we got the option between computer science and biology. So I was little bit inclined towards the computer science, so I opted for it. In 11th class, I got 86%, which ranked me at 2nd position in the class and designated as academic captain of the school. In 12th class, I got 67%, which ranks me at 30th position in the class. So after 12th, I have given one NDA exam and one JEE exam. And in JEE exam, I got 79%. And the exam which I given after the 12th class, I was failed, but this time I cleared. Talking about my future plans, I am opting for BSc Chemistry, as I am little fascinated about the atomic structure, how the molecular bonding is happening. And also it will help me in the opting for the R&D department, where I can go for the quantum science, nanotechnics, chemistry, and also material designing. Talking about my games, so I like to play a basketball and the football, basketball and badminton. Basketball, I represent my school in the North Zone and also in Interzone. Interzone, we got a first position with help of my strategic planning. Talking about my badminton, I participated in inter-house, in which I got a first position. The extracurricular activity in which I participated was a debate competition. I was the debater of my school, in which I represented North Zone. And also, I made my juniors capable to do well in interzone, and they made it. I also was a culture head, so I performed culture in interzone, in which we won. And also, I was attended a NCC for 5 years, in which I was a camp leader and also won the shooting as a first position. Talking about teacher, sir, the teacher I liked the most was Sandeep Kumar Rana, sir, who was my chemistry teacher. He has a very interactive way of teaching the chemistry, because he used to bring the prototypes, the things, and he used to take us to the lab by telling us about the iron filling experiment, copper sulfate. As per now, sir, I don't have any teacher whom I don't like, but there was one teacher, math teacher, although he has a vast knowledge about his subject, but he was little less interactive towards the class. So I was little bit less inclined towards him. The subject I liked the most was chemistry, because as I told, I am much fascinated about the atomic structure. The subject I don't like is not in there, but the physics subject, although I know it has many practical applications in daily life, but there is a derivation and there is a little bit notification about that, which I little bit hesitate to do, but I practice it by again so that I can memorize it. Talking about my friend circle, although I have a wide range of friends, because we living with friends from the 7 years, but the 5 best friends I have is Sarthik Sharma, Jigmit Wanchuk, Lobsang Chospel, Muhammad Amanta, and Jasprit Singh. The way I spend time with them, like in the night times, I used to help them in their studies, as I have a knack of teaching skills, and also they help me in the DPP portion, because to provide me the better in mathematics section. Talking about the games time, we used to play basketball with each other and also do the word stealing and false apart for our better orienting skills. And at the fun time, we used to mimic the teachers so that they have a little bit fun. And also we have different houses, so we used to plan our activities so that we can perform well in our house athletics.
Very nice, Dhruv. Nicely covered. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Sure, you answered all the questions. You did not miss any question?
No, sir.
Okay, very good. So I've got some questions to ask you. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Tell me, all these 5 friends which you said, what are their graduation plans? Each one of them's graduation plan.
So Sarthik Sharma is cleared the NDA and he is going for the joining. Lobsang Chospal.
When did he clear NDA?
This time, sir.
Okay, 153.
Yes, sir.
That's very nice.
Yes, sir. So Lobsang Chospan, he's again doing the preparing of NDA, and he is now in DU University and opt for the BTech.
Which college?
The DU University.
Which college in DU?
Sir, Maharishini Pandiki College.
Okay, carry on.
Okay, talking about Jigme Donchuk, they both are staying on the same college. And talking about Muhammad Amanda, he wants to be a cricketer. So he's practicing he is referring a Jammu club in which they are representing inter-club matches. And talking about Bunyamin Hassan, his dreams to become an IS officer, so he has taken a drop and doing the BA.
BA.
Yes,
okay. So tell me, what is the reason for you to score such low marks in class 12? You got 67%.
Yes, sir.
Whereas in class 11, you got somewhere in 80s, no? Why there is a drop?
So in 11th class, I was much more inclined towards the education, and the Sandeep sir told me the way of writing the answer. But when I designated as academic captain, I met with much more responsibilities.
What captain?
Academic captain.
Academic captain.
Yes.
Okay.
So in 12th class, like I have
what responsibilities, extra responsibilities you had with academic
that
captain?
I have to look for the juniors who are performing well in their studies.
Okay.
I have to give them extra classes, lecture it, and also all the extracurricular activity like debate competition, quiz competition, culture competition. I have to organize it.
Okay.
So I got this much of opportunity.
Okay.
And at the night time, I used to teach my friends mate because they think that I am having a knack of teaching skills. But in this time, I didn't practice my mock answers in sample paper, so I didn't make it to express my answer in the appropriate way, the way it should be.
How did you study for JEE mains? You scored good percentile. 79 is a very good percentile.
Yes, sir. The thing I said, that I have a very knack of teaching skills and conceptualization. But talking about JEE mains, so there needs a only answer, but CBSE needs a full theoretical part.
Okay.
They need a step-by-step marking. So
Okay.
I didn't make it to express my answer correctly.
Okay. How did you prepare for the mains exam? Did you take some coaching or something, or prepared on your own?
So I went for the Sandeep answer for the assessment of chemistry part.
Okay.
I went to the mathematics teacher, although he is little bit less interactive, but provide me some notes and questions so that I can perform well in their studies. And I also went for physics teacher who told me about the numericals which can become.
So you got admission in Government Degree College, Katua.
Yes, sir.
And in BSc Chemistry.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So tell me, since you like chemistry, atomic structure of chemistry,
Yes,
no? Why do you like atomic structure?
So, like, if I think about it, chemistry, so atomic structure, it has a very different world, like how electrons are assigning each other, how they are organizing themselves to be fitted in a small structure. So it made me more fascinated about atomic structure. And if I bonded them with a different structure, so it can make a clothes which are wrinkleless also, which don't need an iron. So that made me more fascinated about that.
Okay. Are you preparing for JEE mains next year? By any chance?
Sir, if I got recommended, so definitely I will.
Okay, let us say that you don't get recommended.
Yes, sir.
This time. So will you appear for JEE mains next time?
Yes, sir.
What is your strategy of giving JEE mains examination, and how much more percentile will you? How much will you improve from your previous one?
So first of all, I will go through the topics which I have little bit vanished because I know that due to the SSB preparation, I didn't concentrate on the part, and then I will do the practice, mock practice, so that I can perform well. And also I will take a guidance from YouTube because YouTube provide me a better teacher, I think. Because
Which channels in YouTube are you clocking?
so like there is a channel named Vedantu, then there is a Edu Mantra who has a good teacher which have a maximum knowledge of numerical part named Akashdeep. So I will prefer with them.
Which are the other areas, or which are the other resources which you can utilize for JEE mains preparation?
So, like I have prepared for NDA and I've done the questions practice integration and I have a formula. So I will consider my own.
In your opinion, tell me which is preferable, doing BSc chemistry or doing BTech chemistry?
So they both are different field, because in BTech there's a practical assessment, and BSc provides the foundation and theoretical reason of why the thing is happening. So I will prefer BSc chemistry if the person want to know the reason why behind everything is happening.
But don't you think that with BSc, the career options are slightly lesser than BTech?
No, sir. There's a many options like R&D department in which
Okay.
you will go for nanotech technology. You will
Nanotech,
go for
okay.
material designing,
Okay.
quantum chemistry. Then there's a forensic science, which
Okay. What do you mean by quantum chemistry? I'm not able to know.
so
I don't know
quantum
about
chemistry,
it.
it's related to the material designing, because
Mhm.
quantum chemistry,
Mhm.
you will study how the atomic atoms are connected with each other, how they are performing at different bondage. Like if I have a double bond, so how they will perform, and if I have a triple bond, so how they will perform.
What are these different bondings? Tell me, how many different
So
bondings are
there
there?
are three type of bonding: sigma bonding, pi bonding.
Mm.
Sigma bond mean head-on-head collision, pi bonding mean side-by-side collision.
Okay.
With the help of sigma and pi bonding, they make a single bond which have a sigma bonding.
So in nuclear fission, whenever there's an atom bomb or something, in a
Yes, sir.
nuclear fission reaction, what type of bonding is broken?
So it's sigma bonding has broken,
Hmm.
although pi bonding also broken. But with when the sigma bonding bond, the more energy is released and the outcome increases. So it's very inappropriate. So to reduce the damage of nuclear atom.
Okay. Okay. So what do you understand by covalent bonding and electrostatic bonding? What is the difference between electrostatic and covalent bonding? And with example, tell me.
So you're talking about electrostatic bonding. So electrostatic means when I rub something with each other, so there is a sharing of electrons from one part to another, like if
Sharing or transfer?
of electrons from one
Okay.
surface to other. So on that time, one become a positively charged, another become negatively charged. But in covalent, there is a sharing.
Sharing. Okay.
Like in H2O, the hydrogen shares its bond with the oxygen, and in the covalent bonding, there is more chances of dipole moment, because the more electronegative will attract the atom more.
Okay, very nice. Nicely explained. Okay, good. Why did you choose Katua? Why not come to Delhi University to do graduation?
So the reason behind this is that I didn't give a CUT because I was thinking that I will join the NDA forces, and my parents, my mother is a little bit emotional. She said that.
Oh, your mother did not want you to leave Jammu and Kashmir and come out of it?
No, sir. She didn't want it to leave Jammu and Kashmir, but she wanted that. Like she has a belief that I will clear the NDA, and she said that if you went to Delhi and if you clear the NDA, you will all time live outside the house. So I want that.
If you join NDA, then you will be out of house only. Then she will not allow you to join NDA.
She believes that I will clear the NDA and will go to that. So in the period of time, they wanted that I live in Kathua.
Okay, fine. So that concludes your education part. Let us come to games and extracurricular activities. Okay, very nice. Which is your favorite game, basketball or badminton?
Basketball, sir.
Why?
So because in the time when I entered the science school, so badminton was not much more familiar. But when in the sixth time, I used to play football because it was a rule on that time that you have to play football for the options. But when I went to the basketball section, so I got a little bit excited about the hand movements, the way they do, and I was very much impressed. So I think that I can perform well, and I practiced it. And the first time when I matched with my buddy, so don't know why, but he impressed that he says that you have a very good skills of basketball. So why don't you pursue it? So I think and I practiced it.
Which is the area in basketball where you get the maximum penalty, and which is the area from the ground where you get the maximum points?
So I am a very good through shooter. So I got a maximum point for 3 shooting.
You're a very good shooter. Okay.
Yes, sir. And talking about my fouls.
What do you mean by 3-point shooter?
So like in a basketball, there is a dimension of 3D. So where you have, if you cross just the line, it will become a 2-pointer. But if you pass from the outside of that line, and it's a complete that if you passes from the half line also, it will point as a 3-shooter. Like
3-point shooter.
Yes.
Okay.
The foul section, sometimes there is a player who used to be rough. So I play very offensive defense. So on that time, I got a penalty.
Okay. And which are the other areas in basketball where you get maximum penalty?
So in the other areas, sometimes I have a running way of doing the lab. So
Okay.
on that time, sometime happens that I just take a ball and just without taking one step, I took a two steps. So on that time, it made me like maximum penalties.
Okay. Okay. Who's your favorite basketball player?
So it's Stephen Curry.
Okay. Anybody from India who plays basketball as good as or even a little bit better than him?
So I don't think that little bit better than him because he practiced from his childhood. But there's one Ajay sir who is our coach on the Northern time, and he is now representing the Jaipur club.
Okay.
And he's very much
He's
good in
very good.
basketball. Yes.
Okay. You saw him playing basketball?
So they coaches us, and also we saw their matches, the way they do the dunk.
Why India is not able to play basketball like some players like Stephen Curry or something, or even people from America who play so great basketball? Why do you think that Indian players are not able to play?
So I think the reason behind is that because India is not having much infrastructure about the basketball. Because what I've seen in my village, we got an assignment that my father is a sarpanch, so he got a task to make the basketball section. So I told them that you can make a basketball section for us, but just think now how many players will play the game, and it needs the maintenance a lot. And if the ring is broken, if the board is crashed, so it's need a maintenance. So I think that basketball is not much more developed in India.
In India, as much as which game is developed in India?
Volleyball a lot.
Volleyball is more developed than basketball.
Yes,
okay. Okay, very good. So your hobbies are theology. Huh?
Yes, sir.
What do you understand by theology?
Sir, if you study the theology word, so it basically means study of religion. But from my perspective, I prefer theology as I am very much fascinated to interconnect the multiverse, the universe with our religious part. Like,
isn't that astronomy?
So astronomy means study the universe, but I study the theoretical part of physics, universe. And
where do you have time to study all these things along with your studies and and competitive exams and all?
Sir, like the time I get in the free time, sir, because I am very much curious person, creative person. The student also told me because in free time when I used to get on the bed, so you should think that how this is working, whether this phenomena which is told by our teacher.
So this curious nature of yours, where can you use this in NDA?
So by finding the different ideas that how it can be more happen precisely. Like if I have to pass the any bridge or something like that, so I will provide them a better idea for the better performance.
Okay, let us say that your headmaster calls you one day. And tells you, okay, Dhruv, give some ideas about development of your hostels. Okay, during you're been told to develop your staying environment at Sani School, Nagrota.
Yes.
What are the things which you will suggest to him, and how will you improve the infrastructure of your Sani School?
So first of all,
because you are also an academic captain, also camp leader, also.
Okay, sir. So first of all, I will change the school living style. Like in now times, we are living in a classroom section. So I will advise them to back it to the back time where we used to live a house-wise. Because if I am living in a house section, so if I am a junior, so I have to obey my seniors.
Okay.
And I will learn the teachings that how to obey our seniors.
Okay.
When I will become the leader in this time, hostel time, so I will know how to lead a group. It will enhance our leadership quality. Then I will also suggest them to make sections of library, because in the study room there is a library, there is a tables, but they are like if the one
it's
and two
actually haphazard, not properly catalogued.
Yes, sir. So I will
Okay, so you will catalog the library properly.
Yes, sir.
Any other areas?
So no, sir.
What about preparation for competitive entrance examinations? Generally, I find that Sani schools generally, a lack in the 11th and 12th area where they tell students to prepare for various examinations. So in this, I find that competitive exams take a backseat. How will you improve that?
So it was nowadays, because when I entered the same school It's because I have given the NDA mock
Mhm.
of GAT section,
Mhm.
and it was compulsory to give every person to
Okay.
give GAT mode, because
Okay.
we are not capable of doing math at that time.
Okay.
But we are capable to give a geography mock.
Mhm.
But due to the changes of principles,
Mhm.
it demolished.
Mhm.
But I will establish this criteria again so
Mhm.
that they can perform well in their competitive exam.
Okay. Which competitive exams will you target?
So as the study school name as Sanikian, so
Okay.
I will basically target the NDA exam because
Okay.
it's need the preparation. And
Okay.
also if I provide them an infrastructure environment, they will also help in SSB.
Mhm.
And if they didn't want to join NDA, they didn't want to join another
Okay.
armed forces, so the environment will make them a very socialized human being, which make the society to accept them.
Okay. Very nice. So, do you take part in some debate competitions also, isn't it?
Yes.
What are the topics on which you spoke in debate?
So there was the first topic where they were saying, are the part-time students should be there in this society or not? Then there's a topic, AI intelligence, boon or bane.
Okay. Mhm. What do you understand by AI?
So AI, if I talk about artificial intelligence, it's like a humanoid person who
Okay.
don't have any body, who have his own brain and have a creative mindset to do the things, but according to the order of human orders.
Okay. Where is AI being used in defense? Tell me, especially army.
So in army, in a radar system, there is a new AI because they can detect whether it's a missile, a drone, or a plane. So
Okay.
and AI is also using in the defense sector. Like in recent case, I have studied that one warship has pointed out the passenger plane. So there is a cause of AI's intelligence because it was fully automatic. So on that time, he aimed the passenger plane, and if it shoots, so it can be difficult.
AI is not there, no? AI you're talking about, we are talking about AI, you're talking about missiles.
So I'm talking about the
Where
missile
can
system.
missile system, how is it using AI?
So sir, they are using AI as because AI have better identifying techniques. Like Google have a Gemini. If you draw a rough drawing of butterfly, so you will click the photo, and he will say that it's a picture of butterfly, and then you will say that redefine it, so it will redefine it. And also this thing is happening.
So what you're telling is actually bane, disadvantages.
Yes.
What is the advantages of AI?
The advantage of AI, like if I have to make a plan, I will tell the AI that this is the companies, these are the war situation, these are my position. So he will tell me that what can be the possible situation which can be affected and possible reason of your winning and possible chances of your failing.
Okay.
So AI will help me.
Where will you use AI in your studying material? Like you're studying now, going to study for entrance examinations, even in BSc chemistry. Where can you practically use AI?
So I'm practically using AI as if I am studying chemistry. So I told them that I want a little bit confined knowledge and appropriate words. So they made me, and also I told them that tell me about the. I just give them a definition about something, and they will told me about how it's happening, the reason behind it, and also like it's helping in lecture portion a lot, because if I want to give a lecture, so I want to.
You'll
want
get
to
some
have an
data.
idea.
You'll get some
Yes.
data from AI. If I ask your friends to describe you, how will they describe you?
So they will describe me as a sportive, especially during the exam times, the way I used to help them in their exams.
Okay.
And also they will appreciate my planning skills,
Okay.
because as my planning skills has provide them success a lot in basketball matches, in the obstacle course, and also the prayer time. The way I told them we will do little different salute,
Okay.
and they won the match.
What are the areas where they would like you to improve?
So he will like to improve me in my excitement, because before doing some things, I got a little bit excited and like a crazy boy. And they want to inform. Like I used to be in a hurry to do the things, but sometimes it gets benefited because in a hurry situation, I give them better and good ideas. But maximum time it fire back me.
Okay. So you have done NCC also, isn't it?
Yes.
What is the motto of NCC?
So the motto of NCC is. So I didn't getting like appropriate motto.
Okay,
Right now.
NCC I got some motto. You did A certificate, no?
Yes, sir.
What all things which you have learned in NCC?
So the first thing I learned in SSC, compared to studying school, there's much more hierarchy. If there's one senior to me, I have to call him sir. I have to listen all the things
So there is discipline in NCC.
a lot.
Okay.
And also, sir, I was a camp leader of NCC, so I have to wake up at first. I come at last because I have to manage all the persons. If I am going to PT, so I should focus on the students of the.
Any problems you had in managing people and all those things, huh?
Yes, so one problem I got was that when I used to go for the PT, I used to run first and came at last. So
Okay.
the ANO used to call me that whether I have to stay food for you or not because you wake up early and came at late. So that was
Why was that so?
because I have to see the students who are lacking behind, who is at last. So I have to manage the students.
Okay. Okay. Let us come to your family background, okay? So tell me about your father, mother, other members of your family, including grandparents, brothers and sisters, their education in detail, occupation in detail, especially occupation of your father. From the time he joined army till the time he left, including what all, postings he has gone through, what is his duties, and now what is he doing in detail. And how do you all spend time together at home? What are the areas at home in which you are personally involved and responsible? If you have any problems, somebody go for help. Also tell me about your pocket money which you had in NCC got and how did you manage? Okay, start.
So talking about my family background, it have 5 members: my father, mother, brother, my grandfather, and including myself. My father, he's ex-serviceman army. He's retired on 1st December 2017. Now he is doing business of rice mill, flour mill, and we have a field.
Okay.
Talking about my mother, she has done his graduation in
Her. She has done her graduation.
She has done her education from the Government Degree College Kathua by doing the BA Geography. She is now a housewife. Talking about my brother, so he is studying in the Army Public School Janglot in 8th class. My grandfather was also retired Havaldar Rashpal Singh, and he is from the 14 Dogra. So talking about the time I spent with my parents, so I used to tell them about the school activities which I have done, and in the morning time I used to help my mother in cleaning the house by mopping and brooming. Like if I am doing mopping, so she will do brooming, and if I am doing brooming, she will do mopping. And talking about my father, so whenever he left for the work or other activities, so I used to take care of the meals, rice mill and flour mill. Talking about
how you used to take care of rice mill and flour mill?
so, like I used to sit on there, and any person who is coming, so I greeted them and asked them why you are coming for, what you need, and told them about the rates and manage the finances, sir.
Okay, very nice. You're capable of managing finances?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
So talking about the things I do personally happen in my family. Like in recent days, there is a marriage of my mamu in which I organized a sagan. Like I take a receipt from my nanu where I asked them about the what we need. Then they told me at about 30 people are coming, so we need a gulab jamun, rasgulla, and
okay, carry on. How do you spend time with your family members?
So as I told, but on the morning time I used to have my mothers a lot, and then in the free time, in the evening time, my grandfather used to came to me, and sometime I came to them. I make a tea because they like the tea made by me, and then we talk about the activities.
So you got younger brother or younger sister?
Younger brother.
Younger brother. So he is now in 8th standard. He is in the same school?
No, sir, he is not in the same
Why?
school.
Why he is not in same school like you?
Because when I entered the science school, he much more familiar about the behavior of science school. Then in science school, he met with my friend who is good in art a lot. So he said that I want to do art. And on that day, he practiced his arts, his art sketch, and then he's now focusing for doing the NTA, National Institute of Designing.
National Institute of NID.
Yes, NID.
NID is National Institute of Design. So he is more artistic, that type.
Yes.
Okay, not in science.
Yes, sir.
So, what if I ask your younger brother, what does he think? What do you think about Dhruv? So, what will he tell me?
So he feels first he tell me that my brother helped me a lot because I
No,
use.
what does your brother think about you?
So he think about me that I'm responsible. I never hesitate to tell the secrets and share the secrets with my parents. I told all the activities happening in school, and also he tell me about the responsibleness that I used to work, help my mother in the household works, and the way I am much more familiar with my family group because I have a very socialized nature. I used to make everyone happy, lit up the environment, so he will appreciate my these things.
Okay, very nice. How do you keep yourself physically fit? Tell me. Now that you're out of Sani school,
Yes, sir.
till the time you go to NDA, how do you keep yourself physically fit?
So like I woke up at 6 a.m. and me and my father, because my father is getting little bit fat, so we used to run at about 3 kilometers and do the push-ups like at about 20 push-ups, and then we do little bit exercises, yoga, and came back to the home. And in the evening time, I used to play basketball and badminton with my brother, so keep my physical fit.
Okay. What are the two advices which your father gives you?
So the two advices my father gives me. The first advice he gives me that one day I was filling a form, and on that time I was little in a hurry, so I didn't read the capital letters that they have seen that fill the form in capital letters. At form I fill in a running handwriting. So they advised me to be careful, be patient, and do the things precisely. And second thing, he will advise that sometime I give ideas, but in a hurry I didn't cross-check their outcomes. So he will always suggest me, you have a better idea, but just check the outcomes of that ideas.
Very nice, good. Okay, since you're going for NDA, tell me something about NDA. What are the things which are there in NDA?
So NDA, it is a tri-service only academy in India, which was commissioned by the suggestion of Henderson Book Committee on 1st Jan 1949. It was situated in Khadakwasla, 20 km away from the Pune city. It has 7,000 acres of land, which provide you immense adventure about the Air Force, Army, and Navy. It has sailing boats for the practices. It has fighter planes for practicing the newly commissioned Air Force officer, and there's also a swimming pool, basketball, and it also provides us the hierarchy of army discipline and individual things.
Okay.
And it has 18 squadron and 5 battalion. In 5 battalion, there is a 4 battalion which have 4 each squadrons.
Who's the commandant of NDA?
So it's the Vice Admiral Guranjit Singh.
Very nice. Tell me, who's the Chief of Army, Chief of Navy, Chief of Air Force?
The Chief of Army is General Upendra Dwivedi. Chief of Navy is Vice Admiral Dinesh Tripathi, and Chief of Air Force is Air Vice Marshal Gurdeep Pal Singh.
Air Vice Marshal, Air Chief Marshal.
Air Chief Marshal
Amarpal Singh. Okay.
Yes, sir.
AP Singh. Okay. Tell me all the rank structure in army starting from top to bottom.
Okay, sir. Starting from, it's a general, lieutenant general, major general, then we have a brigadier, colonel, lieutenant colonel, major, then we have a captain, then we have a lieutenant.
Okay, that's very nice. Okay, tell me the basic structure of army.
So it is start from the commands, then there's a headquarter, then there's a division, then the brigade.
Starts from headquarters? Command
Start from a headquarter, commands, then we have a division.
Division, okay. Where does corps come in between?
Okay, sir. Let me
again tell me.
Okay. So starting from headquarter, command, corps, division, brigade, battalion, platoon, sections.
Okay. Where are the commands of army located?
So Northern Command located in Udhampur, Eastern Command in Kolkata, Central Command in Lucknow, UP, Western Command in Chandi Mandir, Chandigarh, South Western Command in Jaipur,
okay.
Training Command in Shimla.
Very nice. And something else you missed out? Southern Command in?
Southern Command in Pune, Mumbai.
Pune, Maharashtra, not
Pune,
Mumbai.
Maharashtra.
Okay, yes. Very nice. See, these commands are controlled by which rank officer?
Lieutenant General.
Lieutenant General. Okay. So tell me all the ranks from top to bottom. Oh, so you already told me. Okay, yes, no problem. This Lieutenant General rank, what is its equivalent in Air Force and Navy?
Sir, Lieutenant, sir, I didn't go through the general service section.
Air Force, you should do that, okay?
Fine, sir, I will work on it.
Okay. So, what are the equipments? Suppose you join Army.
Yes, sir.
Where will you join? What will you prefer in Army?
Sir, I will prefer infantry. In infantry, I will prefer mechanized infantry.
Why particularly so?
Sir, because as I am from the army background, my father was in infantry. And the quarter times when I used to live with them, so he used to bring a AK-47. So I was little inclined towards the weapons section.
Okay.
And when I entered science school,
So which type of equipments are there in mechanized infantry?
So there is the heavy infantry fighting vehicle called BMP, which is a Moyavia Pasha, which is a Soviet-made vehicle, which is have a blend of armor and infantry, and it provides the defensive and offensive both transportation to the, like it has a 3 crew.
Army has got some missiles also, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Can you name some of them?
So surface to air missile, there is Akash missile, then there is a Boha S-400, then we have a S-400, then we have a surface to surface missile like BrahMos, cruise missile like BrahMos, then we have a air to air missile like Trishul, Astra.
Very nice, quite good. What do you understand by drones?
Drones. So, drones are particularly used if you're talking about the videography. The drones are used for the videography also because it is a very wide way of capturing the things.
Okay. Any other area where drones can be used in army?
Yes, sir. In army section, drones used as a lot because it's a very compact design and it's very much effective for the surveillance acting. But in the time of war situation, we can use explosive in the drones, and also it can reduce the life cases of army officers. So that
very nice, good. Tell me any 3 international news.
National news, sir.
3 international news.
3 international news. So, like in recent days, there is a deal signed between India and Spain of C-295, which is the aircraft, and it will assemble in the Tata Private Industries, which having a 14,000 parts. Talking about Trump elections, he made a Dodge community with Elon Musk and one Indian origin, Ramcharan, who is
okay. Any other news?
For national.
International.
International, there is one alien-like predator found in oceanic deep.
How is India's relationship with Bangladesh now? This is coming in the news very much.
Yes, sir. So, like it has been seen that the Bangladesh, there is a political dispute over there. So, India's relation is now deteriorating day by day.
Okay.
Although Bangladesh has also cancelled the visits to India, the treaties to India, and it is all the influence of China.
Who is the now administrator controlling Bangladesh?
So,
who is the person who is controlling Bangladesh? Can you name him?
Previously, it was a CM, Prime Minister of her, which went back, and now there is another party person who is doing it.
Okay, Dhruv. With that, we conclude your interview. Very nice. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
You can note down some points which I have got. Okay.
Fine, sir.
Okay, so tell me, you yourself tell me now, we conducted the complete interview for about slightly more than 45 minutes.
Yes, sir.
How did you feel that you have done the whole thing from beginning till end?
Sir,
the way I had taught you in the class, compared with whatever I've taught you in the class, with what you have performed today.
So comparing what you taught, so you focus us on the general knowledge section, but I did a little bit lag behind on that section.
Okay.
But comparing about the questions you told us, like you told us the CIQ, which I was practicing.
You are okay.
But you told us about the probing question which can be came.
Okay.
So I practiced that probing question a lot. Like you said that there might be a possible situation if you told them the marks and there will be a drop. But I make an appropriate answer for that.
Okay, your answers were quite okay. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Your CIQ 1 coverage was quite good, in fact. Okay, CIQ 1 coverage was quite good. You covered education background completely. You covered the probing questions completely, including why you took BSc, why not BTech, and all those. The differences between BTech, BSc. This type of questions are asked.
Yes, sir.
Okay, certain. These are in fact certain. One important question also which you satisfactorily covered was the low marks in class 12.
Okay, sir.
Okay, that is fine. This explanation is good. Keep that explanation.
Fine,
Okay, don't change that explanation. Okay, because academic captain, I know in Saini school carries lot of responsibility. It's perfectly okay. So that explanation was quite a good. You gave some out of box ideas also regarding, what are the career plans after chemistry. That type of career plans will be asked. Okay,
Yes,
so that
sir.
out of box ideas was quite good. Okay. So overall, the coverage of education section was quite okay. We came to games then. Games also quite okay, but you can, take the names of some Indian players also,
Okay, sir.
because you must know more players of basketball. Like, basketball, Lakers is there, and there are
Lakers.
NBA teams, and which
Golden
are the
State
teams?
Beach.
Golden, both the teams also which plays basketball, and the names of the players also, and
Yes.
also there are some good players of India also.
Fine, sir.
Okay, so this mix and match should be both there. You should not only concentrate on one area, that you can improve on that. Okay, theology was quite okay. You covered theology was quite okay. But these hobbies which you have written here in the PIQ, poles apart,
Yes, sir.
this you can remove. Okay.
Okay, sir.
See, hobbies is generally,
Free time.
free time, newspaper reading, you can say, book reading, novel reading, musical instruments, okay, playing, painting, or, or studying some novels, fiction, non-fiction, autobiography. You can take any one of those hobbies and, cultivate that. Develop kar sakte ho. And you can, one, maybe two question may be asked in that, okay.
Fine, sir.
But this poles apart is, you can remove it.
Okay, sir.
Hobbies are generally things which you do on a daily or a day-to-day basis, so which other people can also do. Then extracurricular activities you covered quite satisfactorily. Then we went to friends.
Yes, sir.
Okay, friends are also okay. It's a little bit more helpful nature about your friends, like you said already that you're cooperating, helping, and all those things. But one small same thing you were covering again and again.
Okay, okay, sir.
उसको repeat कर रहे थे. No, give something different.
Fine, sir.
Okay, I work hard to help them achieve their game. So what all efforts you put so that they also do it, because it's a group activity.
Fine, sir.
Remember, in the SSB, the group nature is seen more than individual nature. So how in a group, how you are performing is very important.
Fine, sir.
So ये डालना बहुत important है. Okay, तो एक और 1 or 2 suggestions of how you spend time with your friends as a group activity, any group activity. You mentioned games, but one more example.
Okay, sir.
Okay, NCC में you were not very good at tackling that question, like motto of NCC and all. You may not lose marks, but suppose you get an interviewing officer who is in the NCC or something, then he will that impression chala jayega. So what all things you learned from NCC and how do you implement it? Because NCC is a very important thing. Discipline सिखाते हैं,
Yes, sir.
social work सिखाते हैं, how do you help other people सिखाते हैं. 1 or 2 things you can put. You have a tendency of saying he she problem, उसको थोड़ा से देख लेना.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Mother को तुमने he बताया, otherwise family background was quite good. You covered everything, family background quite okay था, including brother also. वो पूरा का पूरा हमने cover कर दिया. Avoid saying that your father is very fat and all. मैंने बताया था ना, तो ज़्यादा क्रिटिसाइज मत करना करके एल्डर्स को. It may create a different impression also. So say that you and your father go for morning jog and leave it that way. उसको ऐसे ही छोड़ के रख देना. Don't say something personal about your father. Not required. मैंने पूछा नहीं, अगर पूछे नहीं तो बताना की जरूरत भी नहीं है. Awareness and all was quite okay. तुम्हारे news analysis was quite okay. A little bit you study about army. Detail में तो हमने ज़्यादा डिटेल किया ही नहीं वहाँ पे, but who knows इन्फेंट्री का अगर कोई मिल गया तुम्हें एज अ इंटरव्यूइंग ऑफिसर, ही विल गो लिटिल बिट मोर डीप इनटू दैट.
Yes, sir.
सो आर्मी का स्ट्रक्चर वक्चर वो सब कुछ कवर करता है. I mean, news analysis was more or less okay.
Yes, sir.
India's neighborhood relationship में 1 or 2 questions may be asked also.
Yes, sir.
Neighborhood relations, especially China relation, बांग्लादेश हमने देखा था. बांग्लादेश का थोड़ा सा और डिटेल पता कर लेना. Who's that administrator there? जिसके कारण India is facing little bit of a problem. Trade disputes are there.
Yes, sir.
Between India and
It is.
Bangladesh. Bangladesh अभी West Bengal is facing that problem. अभी कल परसों का न्यूज़पेपर में आया है. West Bengal is facing trade problem with Bangladesh now. Okay, अब बांग्लादेश पहले क्या होता था? India used to be the sole distributor of rice to Bangladesh.
Yes, sir.
From West Bengal, from northeast states and all those things.
Okay.
And हाँ, अभी क्या हो गया? बांग्लादेश बाकी ऑप्शन लेना शुरू कर दिया. जो एक्सप्लोरिंग करना शुरू करते हैं, तो डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर जो इंडिया के हैं, दे आर फेसिंग बैलेंस ऑफ पेमेंट प्रॉब्लम.
Yes, sir.
ये अगर तुम कवर कर दोगे ना,
Fine, sir.
एकदम इट विल बी आई हिट एंड यू विल क्रिएट अ गुड इंप्रेशन ऑन इंटरिंग ऑफिसर कि ये बच्चा अच्छा से ही इज एबल टू एनालाइज करके.
Yes, sir.
ट्रेड इट्स नॉट अ डिस्प्यूट, बट जो चल रहा था पहले वो सडनली डिसरप्शन हो गया. किसी को अच्छा नहीं लगता ना
Yes,
कि
sir.
बिजनेस में डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन. इवन योर फादर इज डूइंग बिजनेस.
Yes, sir.
बी केयरफुल अबाउट हैंड राइटिंग. बिजनेस का हैंड राइटिंग पीआईक्यू में ठीक नहीं है. बिजनेस का हैंड राइटिंग, सॉरी नॉट हैंड राइटिंग, स्पेलिंग को थोड़ा ध्यान रखना. बिजनेस का स्पेलिंग वगैरह पीआईक्यू में स्पेलिंग मिस्टेक्स नहीं करना.
Okay, sir.
Otherwise, more or less, you are a clearable candidate. You have done very well in the interview. Any points from your side?
No, sir, not a problem.
You had a very exhaustive interview. So,
Yes, sir.
any problem from your side? See, interview is something which some areas may you fumble. That does not mean that you're not performing. It is the whole thing which is taken. Okay, so ऐसे ही interview होता है. You will, from my side, you are a clearable candidate.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.